should be going. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to the world of chaos, where we can't even trust the elevators. Just try and remember what we've done, where we're going. Because I definitely remember finding one artifact. And that's as far as that knowledge goes. We'll pick it up, though. It's like riding a bicycle. Alright, I do need my volume a little bit up, though. Tell you what. Okay, yes. So first, I actually wanted this. Vagina Drift's Cave South. I'm gonna need to... I've got Spider Ball. I have Double Jump. I could go... Do I have Boost Ball? I don't think I do. I think we've been over this. No, I have Boost Ball. Okay. Got it. So that's an option. It's actually not a bad option. Entirely, because I can go look in there. I can go... Yes, we can go over there. Yes, alright. Let's go exploring. Right. I know where one. Got the one. It's in my pocket. For safekeeping. We just gotta refresh ourselves, figure out what we've got. At least I've got all beams. No charge beam. There we go. Keep on going. No, 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 no. Better. Alright, let's do this puzzle. It would be nice if you got the grapple beam first try. Would be a nice change of pace for me. Alright. Hope everyone's day is gonna go well. Always hoping for more missiles. Can't imagine a life without hundreds of missiles at my disposal. Gotta get triple numbers, that's what I always say. There you go, work with me, little platform. Just a little bit. Perfect. Hope the day's gone well. It's been a little bit cold here. It was quite blustery Wednesday, so it's a little bit chilly than usual today, but we'll be back into the 80s pretty much for the next week or so. It's not too bad, because we still have cold nights, as it were, like 40s and even high 50s, I think, kind of deal. Here we go, just ride along here. Yes, perfect. And then, bloop. So much easier when there's no little creepy crawly enemies there to ruin my day, let me tell you that. Up here we go, and then, whoop. Alright, and then, yes. So sketchy every single time I do this. Yep. Because there's nothing like failing one of these transitions to make you just regret everything you've ever done in your life. It's quite warmer here. Alright, it's an energy tank, which is good because I fell directly into the lava. Like a pro. I actually need this weapon now. Alright. This is going well. Okay, now I want to go down and right. Where this door... Yes. Perfect. So hard to come by. Can't get enough. Gotta be prepared for all my missiles. Boo-doo, boop, boop. Wait. Was that notification important? Watch? Since it happened multiple times, I'm gonna guess no? No, it wasn't. As I thought. Don't try to tell me it was important. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Do I have the gravity suit? I'm gonna guess no, considering how hard it is to jump through the lava. Wish I had known that before I took the dive, but tiny details. Definitely don't want to go boosting around through that lava. That would take too long. Now with that Mr. Gravity suit himself. Fire I can handle. Oh gosh, I thought I could handle it. I'm so sorry. Definitely a lot harder. Oh no. There we go. There we go. Easy. And with only some minor flesh wounds. No! Not again. Okay, good. I grabbed the item in there. See, this is what happens when you don't... when you have to take a break in a randomizer. Sometimes you forget what you've done. Oh no. And apparently now I'm just rusty. I've lost all my skills. There we go. Yes, I want to be here. I know what I'm trying to do. I know what I would like to accomplish. Here we go. I'm trying to think. Nothing else has been really happening much. Did make some more videos. Forgot to upload it as I normally would this morning, however. So I will try that tomorrow morning instead. Go this way. But they are accounted for, so that is the good news. I did see, again through Google Feeds, that they've got plans pretty soon, actually, to do, like, oh gosh, I need to be up a little bit higher, so I can use my power bomb there. Let's see what, okay, good, excellent. I'm gonna pick those up. But they are planning on doing a Lord of the Rings reunion tour kind of dealio, as a sort of a celebration of both the 4K release and the 20th anniversary of Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. I think I've got everything else I possibly could. Alright. So I think... think is a strong word for me here. I think Fedronadris might be the good way to go here. Here we go, Chosen Ruins. I could... No, I don't have gravity suits. Yeah, I'm trying to... Could I go up to Root Cave? I've got... Why didn't I go up there before is the big question. I probably didn't have everything I needed. So that might be the way to go? It might be... Fedronadris is definitely looking like a good place to go, since I do have the boost ball now. But we can't ignore... Oh gosh, I can't ignore this. So anyway, I'm trying to not go in that elevator, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to get to this one anyway. Oh, there we go, yes. Right. Not a bad way to go. I keep forgetting I don't have the gravity suit, so I can't really realistically get through that. As far as I can see, the event is being hosted by a theater, so it'll play in theaters essentially. However, it's not. Oh gosh, this is the worst case scenario. The lava worm hugged me. Wasn't supposed to. That's true. I've read the books, and let me tell you. Like, first off, they actually use the English language in Peter Jackson's version of Lord of the Rings. Not the weird old Shakespearean go of English, let me tell you that. There we go. Just get those guys out of the way so they're not a problem. Just go up here. But yeah, so it's like... I know there's an article about it. but it was like a part of a group in Austin, I think it was. I actually want to be over here. That's the wrong way to look when attempting that. In case anyone was curious, that was the worst way to start trying to get your way through all that. I'm gonna use a missile on you because I don't run out of those soon. Alright. Go back to platforming, jumping here. See, I feel like I would have done this sooner. But maybe I was missing a upgrade. Because usually I always walk through the door if I have been through there. So I'm hoping this isn't one of those things where I forgot it. See, that one makes sense. I usually get this one. Alright. I need to find the edge of the platform. Which means I'm standing directly on it. Like I'm about on the edge as it gets. I bet if you Google, like... Okay, so I hadn't grabbed it. And I'm going to now out of sheer pity. Don't want him all alone in the tree. Okay, wait, let me think this one out through. Could go back there. I can't go through there, but everything else has been checked off. We could go to... I know where Monitor Station is at. That's better where I want to be, because I want to get to Fadrana Drifts, which should be the beginning. Well, this is the wrong way, in case anyone was curious, but that does take me to Quarantine Cave. I think I was actually thinking about going after a boss. I think that might have been a strategy we were trying to go with. What's the other elevator? Does it go to... Yeah, Fadrana Drifts north, so both of those are actually quite doable. I think... I'm trying to think which one might be the faster option. And I think going the Twin Fires down to the boss, I think, is a better solution. Because I can get out that way anyway. If I can find a door, that would be nice. See, what I should have done was looked on my last live video and see what I said I was going to do. However, we did... I'm sure we got a list of upgrade spots to check for while we were at it. Good old water there. Good old delicious water. Get rid of all these notifications. See, those ones were nice to know. Not important, but I appreciate them. Okay, now we want to go this direction? Yes. As always, good sir. I don't want to do the lava bath, because I don't have gravity suits to jump my way out effectively. So we'll do this the slower way. It's fine. Here we go. Because technically speaking, I can't reach the boss anyway from the front side, just because I don't have the super missiles. Okay. Lava bath it is, because the puffer wanted to be locked on instead. It's a rude little puffer. Here we go. Jump up here, jump up there. The new rumor in town as well is that there's going to be a bigger version of the Nintendo Switch, which will have a bigger, better screen as far as the handheld mode is concerned. Which I've been saying for years that it would be the thing, but there's no confirmation as to what it is. And the only reason why people are even bothering to suggest something like that is because there's just been a recent drop in supply of Samsung's OLED screens. So, I'm like, that could literally be anything though, but to be fair, we are looking at 5 years of the Switch being released, so it's not too crazy to think that they'll have a bigger version, like in the works. It's, you know, if you look at the DS and the 3DS lineup, they've always had a bigger version. Granted, the original DS was the big version and they went smaller afterwards, but the 3DS had the XL version, so just go through here. La-di-da. But I'm like, though, because the thing is that Nintendo said that they're not focusing on a new Switch, as it were, at the moment, which doesn't necessarily mean that they're not working on an upgraded version of it, just not a Switch 2, as it were. See, and I'm usually the opposite. I'm usually playing the Switch in handheld mode because usually somebody is on the yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I'm usually playing in handheld mode for that game in particular. I'm gonna switch to Plasma Beam. It's gonna just deal more damage overall. And I want to save these precious missiles. They're like family. Alright. Oh, and I have Boost Ball, yes. Attempting this fight without the Boost Ball is a little bit harder. I also have a couple other things I've got that do make this a bit easier. Wish I had Charge Beam. This would be over and done with so fast. But we'll see, like, it's kind of interesting to think, because, like, right now, realistically, the Switch is the only thing, like, Nintendo has. Like, as far as, like, you know, current devices are out and about. The 3DS has lost its support. So that's, you know, they're no longer putting those in production and whatnot. What you've got is what you've got. Of course, the Wii U stopped, like, ages ago. So it's just, like, you would think Nintendo's working on something else. Like, the Switch has been pretty popular. It'll just be interesting to see. And they do, like, they still are making, like, big name titles for the game anyway. Like, they haven't stopped. They haven't slowed down making games for it. But it'd be interesting to see if, like, if they make another console, either handheld or otherwise, if it's, like, will the Switch, you know, where will the Switch stand? Will the Switch just always be the hybrid version, or will it be the new line of console? Will it be a new line? Will it be essentially like the new Game Boy? That'll just always be, that'll be their new line of handhelds, as it were. It's just a very interesting future that the Switch has made for Nintendo. Maybe they're working on a new DS, as it were, and then the Switch will be the console. Right? Which is ironic considering I do have one, but it did not gain the popularity that they were hoping for with that one. Which is kind of a shame because it's not a terrible console. It really didn't sell very well. Like, before the Wii U, the GameCube was actually Nintendo's worst selling console, which is really weird considering how many games have, you know, how many games have their beginnings or sort of their swan song on the GameCube. Like, the GameCube is immensely... Oh, he's gonna roll up. Gotta run. Gotta go. Like, Metroid Prime, in general, is GameCube based. And it's definitely one of the better Metroid games out there. One of the most solid games, and definitely I don't think it's that crazy to say it's one of the prettiest games ever on the GameCube. Take your pick of Prime 1 or Prime 2. Still looks good to this day. But, and then you have Super Smash Bros. Melee, which is a main staple in like fighting tournaments. Like everyone knows it, loves it. Not like these missiles, however. No one wants those. Alright, let's get out of here. Go do some more exploring. Let's see here. But yeah, no, the Wii U, sadly didn't catch on. And part of it was like, of the problem was actually the name. A lot of people thought it was just essentially the Wii 2.0. Which was like, it's like, no, it was the next big thing. It was supposed to compete with the other next gen systems at that time, but didn't really hold up. Not to say I didn't play the Wii U games and whatnot, or the Wii games. Alright, go through here real quickly. I don't need that, so we're gonna leave that alone for now. Because we don't want to go through there quite yet. I can do a couple things I know in here without committing hardcore, to say, and get accidentally locked somewhere where I shouldn't be. Hello, little guys. Just gonna walk through you. Alright. Come on. Thank you. Didn't want to have to... Oh! You almost knocked me off a little... Whoa! You! That's what... Okay. I missed anyway. There we go. Oh, gosh. I'm too fat for this platform. Alright. Don't know if this is worth it, because we don't know what the item is, but I'm getting it out of the way since I'm going this way. Okay, good. Keeping up with tradition here. That was worthless. Okay, hang on. Can I make this jump is the question. Oh, baby. Let's go. I don't need to go and do the whole shoot down more stalactites. Do the whole thing there. The Wii was interesting in more ways than one as well. It's one of the few consoles that, like, especially with Nintendo, that realistically wasn't built for the, like, 4 players on the same screen kind of deal. And that's because of its controller. Like, don't get me wrong, the Wii U actually could sync up with the Wii remotes from the Wii. Just use the same frequency, and so you could actually use the Wii to not only play Wii games on it, but you could use it to that would serve as as player controllers grades 2 and 3, 4 kind of deal. But it meant that you had to go buy those controllers if you didn't get the Wii. You just had the Wii U, so that went well. Okay, good. Hello. That is a good sign. Finding gravity suits. Alright. So now I can go through all the water and lava without a problem. That makes my life so much easier. I was gonna get really worried if I was gonna have to do this little part in the water without the gravity suits. Like, I'm not supposed to go through this specific part without it naturally. There's another way to where the gravity chamber is at, and that's where you get the suit, but that's a one-way trip if you don't have the gravity suit or it's not in that room. So, it's just a cute thing. I'm gonna get rid of these stalactites. I forget which one they're supposed to be. But that one's the more important one, because I need to grapple across So I can easily reach this door, which I think I want. No, I definitely don't want it. Alright, suit is important. Gotta dress to success, as it were. Here we go. There we go. Right as rain. Okay, that's ice spreader. I don't need it. I mean, it's not missiles, which is a fair point. Those are missiles, however. Crap, I missed the platform entirely. Let's get out of here. I don't think there's anything else for me to see here. So Gravity Suit puts me back now to going back to Talon Overworld, so I can do Crashed Frigate now. Because I've got all... Now that I've got the visor, all the beams, the suit, that basically tells me I'm good to go for going in that direction. Like, I don't like going through that section in particular, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Plus, we gotta see what the elevator is over there anyway. I guess I could boost my way through this. It's not that crazy of an idea. There we go. Here we go. But yeah, I was... Like, I'm glad I bought the Wii U as a used product, like, later on. Because there were a couple games I wanted on the Wii U that are actually... They're actually good, you know, they're Nintendo products, as they should be. And they do the job quite well. But it's like, yeah, just it wasn't... Didn't hold the same ideas as the Wii offered. Highly unfortunate. The Switch, however, made a huge comeback. And, like, with how much... Like, the Wii U is definitely, like... Was one of the worst selling consoles, realistically, of all time. Just, it did not... It really didn't make up the money for how much it cost to invest in making them and whatnot. There we go. Because I don't want to go down... Wait, do I want to go down the elevator? I know I can go through there. I sort of want to go through there. Because it goes to Magmar Workstation, Save Station, because we want to get to that. Ugh, decisions. Where does this elevator go to? It goes also to Magmar Caverns, because of course it does. Everything does. Yeah, no, it was pretty bad. They got a Smash game on there, at the very least. It's one of the few ones out there, but... Like, it had... As far as I know, it didn't have any Pokemon games on it. Like, there could be, like, a small one, like, somewhere on there, like, kind of like the Pokemon Dungeons, sort of a spin-off game. Like, there could exist one out there, but it didn't get any of that. Technically speaking, it didn't get a Legend of Zelda game. Breath of the Wild was actually delayed so that it could be on the Switch. That's how badly the Wii U had done. Mario Kart 8, which is on the Switch, originated on the Wii U, and is actually regarded as, like, it was regarded as one of the best Mario Kart games, and so making it onto the Switch was a good choice to introduce more people to the game, be like, yes. But the Mario Kart game did originate on the Wii U. I am going to take this safety save because we've actually done quite a bit. Don't need to lose my progress here, all that. Trying to think what else, because I've got a small selection of games. I know there's like the Super Mario 3D World, which was sort of the 2D and 3D components combined, but you can play with up to 4 people on there. And that one's also good. I believe that got a Switch version as well. I'm pretty certain I just saw something skirt by the window, but it wasn't a person, which is a little unusual. A little unusual for everyone. Oh well. Cross that bridge once we burn it. There was, let me think, Super Mario Maker also was on the Wii U, and I actually enjoy Super Mario Maker, of just the idea of creating your own levels and getting other people to play them. That led to, it actually got a 3DS release, even though that clearly wasn't the right way to go there, but they did make the sequel for the Switch, and that did even better. Oh no! I was trying really hard. I was trying super cool. Just go back this way then. Go through this. Go through this. Boom. The Wii was also actually, I believe, the last console to support the Virtual Console store, whereas now you have the eShop, and not to mention like the Nintendo Online server system to play the older games as well, which is also the same system the 3DS uses, the eShop, rather than Virtual Console. Here we go. The only real difference between the two is that the Virtual Consoles were meant just to play older games again, but the eShop now allows for both older games and new games to be released, essentially on the same store. Yeah, Pokken Tournament, which also got a Switch release. I did forget that was a thing. Like, I certain something had made it. And that's actually, like, it's a popular, I guess, side Pokemon game. Because it's a fighting game, but done with Pokemon instead, and all that. And it's actually, like, I've played the demo for it, it's actually, like, pretty decent, but it is a heavy focus on multiplayer aspect, rather than having, like, a single player, like, real story mode to it kind of deal. That's, like, my only complaint about it, is I'm like, I wish it had, like, just a good single-player experience, because it realistically doesn't. It's more like a training mode than anything else. Like, the meat of it is playing against other people online. But that's just me. That's not... I'm not saying, like, it's wrong to have a fighting game that has online capabilities. Especially in this day and age. Just, I'm like, that's not my personal cup of tea. But yeah, no, I remember that now. Trying to think, because there was Star Fox Zero, which kind of has mixed reviews. It's not a terrible game by any stretch of the imagination, and I've played it and I like it a lot. It's the only real issue with Star Fox Zero is actually playing it single player mode. That one is pretty good. There is a demo you can actually get through the eShop to test it out. But the demo is pretty good. This new demo they've got, they had an older demo I think last year, and it was a little bit difficult. This new one has it's a little bit of an easier time. But I like it quite a bit because it's very similar to Bravely Default 1, which I really like. And it's exciting to see a new story. Them going with the flow, with still continuing with the mechanics and whatnot. Like, there's not realistically a whole lot of difference with mechanic-wise in Bravely Default 2. There are some nice changes, but nothing that seems like too out of the ordinary or crazy to work. But I'm liking the new demo now. It's pretty solid. Cause boy, the first demo they had was incredibly difficult. Just standard monster fighting was the worst. Did not play nicely with you. You had to know what you were doing. Which was kind of unfortunate, because, you know, in a demo, that's exactly what you're not doing, is knowing what you're supposed to do, kind of deal. I swear, it's the second time I've seen something. I'm not crazy, like... Because it's weird, because I don't see anybody walking past, like, by the window telling me it's a person. It's just on the very edge of my thing. I might take, once the action calms down here a bit, I might take a peek outside the window, see if there's anything walking around out there. Because let me tell you, here in Arizona, just about anything will walk through the village. Any sort of animal. We don't get any shortages of those around here. Alright. Let me take a quick peek, make sure nothing too crazy is going on. No, it's the strangest things. I don't know what it is that I'm seeing through reflections and whatnot. I have to figure what it is that I saw. It could be just as simple as a reflection I'm seeing off of the blinds itself. That's a strange possibility. I actually probably just need to melt this, and then I can just fire a missile this way. Right? So many things it could be. But it realistically could be just I'm seeing something reflecting off of the blinds as cars are driving past in the road. It's a strong possibility that that's what my eye's catching. But it doesn't... It's the first time I've seen it. However, I have had to move the blinds a bit. I'm glad I found more missiles, by the way. Day's not complete without some of those in my life. Right. Little hummingbirds. Send Hops to try to make sure he doesn't move anymore. He'd have a good time. But he is being a good boy. He is. He's ready for a nap. I made sure to wake him up, give him some food, and then some head scratchies. And then he was like, I'm okay. Right? Making sure. He's playing tricks with my mind. Just waiting for the guy. Perfect. Alright. Perfect. Alright. Just make sure we get everybody here. Okay, that's an energy tank. I don't need to grab it. It's a little bit out of the way. It's just making you... Okay, that's good to know. That is an artifact. Which I think, technically speaking, I could have grabbed this earlier by going backwards, since it's actually in a good spot. Perfect. So that's good. 2 down. 2 more to go. And I think we have actually, minus the... This is fine. This is fine. Don't worry about it. Minus the X-ray visor, we've got... And the charge beam. Although that's technically not necessary at the moment. Other than that, we actually have a good number of sort of the core upgrades that we would need. We actually don't know yet if I need Super Missile at the moment. It would be nice. I can check some of the things off of my list to do. Thanks for closing on me, by the way. It's really helpful. Alright. Let's take a quick moment, because we want to go back to Talon Overworld so that we can do the ice, the downed frigate, which I think this is a good way to go about it. Go down, just get on in here, instead of going all the way back through Phendrana Drifts to get to where the other elevator is at. I think just going with this. We still, if I remember correctly, we still don't have a way back into Chozo Ruins. I'm sort of gambling that the frigate will take me to Chozo Ruins somewhere. It would be a nice change of pace, because we can't go back the way we came through anyway. Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll gladly take that spot. Good thing I fell down all the way. There we go. There we go. Just, yep. Get my fat butt up the slope here. Just 1, 2, 3. Well, that one dropped a power bomb. I don't even think I need those, actually. Haven't used them. I'll go through here. La-di-da. La-di-da-da-da. Trying to think what else, like for the Wii U, I got Xenoblade Chronicles X, which was one of the reasons I wanted a Wii U when that game got announced. And I do like the Xenoblade Chronicles series. They are some good games. Very different between all of them, but I do like them. Okay, this is good because I haven't been through this section at all. That is super good news. So I'm gonna first take a dive. I think this is the correct call to go through here first. Actually, I'm pretty certain this goes back towards the crashed frigate, but I can look at a power-up here just in case it's something useful. I don't think I can go all the way back. Ah, I messed that up. I'm so used to the alt timing. Hang on. Yes. No, no! So difficult. Because you gotta stop it. Oh no, that's too late. I thought I was gonna fail. Okay, so that's good news. 3 artifacts. If we find the 4th one, like, really soon, I might be able to finish the game today. Because that's all that's stopping me, is just the 4th one, and we can just go... Well, I say we can go straight towards Ridley. It's a little bit of a roundabout currently, but it is good news otherwise. Right? Pretty... Not gonna say no to artifacts. Glad I took a peek in there. Still plan on going through the ice frigates because there's 2 more upgrades. Well, I think we can only even access 1 upgrade because we don't have super missiles. But if we just find... If we find the other one relatively soon... Oh no. I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to do that. Just wanted to go find... There you are. You can tell by the raindrops too. Alright, take a peek. Some more missiles. Excellent choice. Ugh, so close. There's this... I have this idea that you can actually, if you lock on perfectly, you can actually jump around this whole tree to land on that platform. Still working out the kinks on that one. But I can. As funsies, you can actually jump and land directly on there, morph, and do that. It's a little bit faster, Not like by a whole lot. Looks cooler though. It's more of a swag way to get there. Alright, let's go take a peek in here. See, and I could look through the notes to see where it's at, but I prefer to do this by the Bloodhound way of just sniffing out where we should go, rather than try to... Oh, hello, Charge Beam. That's good of you. Because I think we found Super Missile earlier. Can't remember if that was in this seed or if it was another seed I was playing earlier. Thank you for not falling down. Okay, there's X-Ray Visor. Finding all the good stuff here, apparently. Please be the last artifact. It actually would save me so much trouble. It would just be a nice way to go about it. Okay, it's more missiles. Good. Excellent. Alright. Now we gotta go find me some platforms. Jump, jump. And then we're gonna bomb jump our way up here. We're gonna have some Chozo ghosts to fight, which is a good test to see whether or not we have the super missiles. And since we have the X-ray visor, this won't be a difficult fight. Because let me tell you, the worst way to fight these is to not have charge beam, not have the X-ray visor. Like, you will just be the saddest pumpkin in the land. Alright, there we go. That is super missiles. That's an affirmative. And then... Oh, no! No, I gotta hit you with another charge beam! So mean. There we go. Alright, let's get this guy. And then just hit him with another charge beam. If he comes around the tree... Yes! No! You're being rude. You're being awfully mean. Perfect. Alright. Ah! Now we... Nope. Nope. Oh, I thought he was going to dash away and my super missile wouldn't have hit, and I would have been sad. Alright. Wait for the lights to turn back on. Perfect. There we go. And bounce all the way around over here. I was trying to think if anything new's been happening. I don't think necessarily in the news. I've been watching this show on Disney Plus called Car SOS. It's a car restoration program. You know, it's the idea is to take those of a less fortunate nature with good old classic British cars and restore the cars and whatnot. So, part of that whole feel-good program. Not necessarily why I watch it. I watch it because it's actually, like, I'm not necessarily a car type of person, but I like watching that. Oh good, back to Chozo Ruins. Thank you. But it's a pretty good show otherwise. I like watching it just because they show you some of the mechanics of what goes on to restoring a vehicle back. And as I was saying, I'm not a car person in the sense I appreciate a car, but I do, because I've worked like with hardware, with computers and whatnot, I enjoy watching the mechanics behind. Oh gosh, it's a missile door. So, interesting fact about missile doors, they are one way where the other door is open, but you have to still take out the missile door guarding it kind of deal. It's very cute. It's a very cute thing. But yeah. Like, it's nice. Because, I do recognize, a lot of the British cars I've been seeing already. Like, it's not a big... I'm actually going to see what's over here, both in terms of elevator and get it on the map kind of deal. But it's a pretty good show. You don't have to be... Good thing I have missiles for days. Okay, I was wondering if that was going to take me to Face on Mines, which I really don't want to go right now. Not that I don't have the stuff for it, but I've got some things to take care of while I'm back here in Chozo Ruins, because who knows when I'm gonna be here. Like, who truly knows when I'm gonna be back in this area? Certainly not an easy task. Alright. Doing things a little bit backwards here. Because normally what we have to do is there's a Chozo Ghost fight, but I'm wondering if I can just... Okay, so I have to fight the Chozo Ghost. Things we learn. Things we learn. Oh no! Stuck on his little... I don't know what those are. Sticks? Pauldrons? But... good stuff there. Alright. Yeah, I'm convinced I'm seeing reflections on my blinds. We're gonna have to fix that. Because it keeps catching... I keep catching it in the corner of my eye, and I keep thinking somebody's walking by. Well, that's a no. Fix that in the future. Alright, well, good thing we have a number of upgrades, actually, in this room specifically we can take a look at. Probably gonna be missiles. Because we've just got that kind of luck on our side today. But yeah, Car SOS. Like, it was a National Geographic program. So, of course, that gets bundled with Disney Plus. But it's just a nice little thing to look at. There we go. That's nice because I'm like, it's really a lighthearted program. Like, it's not like super crazy as a genre. So I don't mind at all for just casually having something playing in the background. But watching the process of restoring some of the mechanical parts or like soft top roofs and whatnot, like, it's actually pretty cool to see what they've got. Right? Some cool ones in there. I also saw recently on Netflix, there's a nature document series that I was watching called Night on Earth. And I'm not necessarily a big nature documentary series in general. I'm like, I like animals, I just prefer them on my dinner plates with a little bit of ketchup. And not everybody agrees with that philosophy, but Night on Earth is actually pretty cool to watch because it specializes in observing animals at nighttime, specifically, like in the dead of night, using like really cool technology with cameras and whatnot. So right is what you meant to say, but I'll forgive you for that. But it's like, it was like, I'm like, it's really cool to see like how far technology's gone, even with just camera work and all of that. I'm like, it's worth a look, even just the first episode of it, just to see how they pull off observing creatures at night. Very, very harmless. It's a very specific... Hobbs will tell you he is very harmless and very small, and that's why he has to keep eating. I keep reminding him that he is considered big, weighing in at almost 17 pounds. But he's not... It's kind of funny, because I'm like, most of that weight is actually still, like a good chunk of bones. He's actually a large cat in the sense of his framework, not necessarily of his actual tummy. Like, it's not to say his tummy doesn't add to his weight, but he's structurally just a big cat. Right? Go in the wild ocean. There you go. Alright, so, whoa, it's a little stutter there. Seemed to be okay, though. I don't remember if we've gone through there because we didn't have gravity suits. Baby fats. Yeah, he's a big boy. He is a big boy. Little Roo is basically like... Roo's like 7 to 8 pounds. So he's like two of those. He would be very big bones. Would be very big bones. Alright, that's an energy tank, which I thought it looked like. Right? So I wanted to show this off. This was something I discovered. If you have the gravity suit, but you don't have the double jump, which is necessary to get there, you can actually bomb jump your way up. It's a little tricky. Requires a very specific bomb height to actually get to it. I'm going to try lining myself up here. I did it once, my first try doing this. I was like, okay, I guess that's something that could happen. And of course, I wasn't recording or anything, but you could see, like, this is kind of a square peg round hole moment where I'm trying to just get myself up on the lip. It's very tricky to do. I'm hoping I can pull it off, but it's very hard to get a good spot to just bomb jump successfully and get the right height. I'll leave it be alone, but it is... I did it once on accident, completely just trying as a proof of concept thing. But that was a trick I discovered. I haven't seen anyone else do it, which, frankly, there's not a lot of situations in which you have the gravity suit before you have the boots, if we're being honest, but I was like, oh, I now got to get it on recording so I can ask those in the community, be like, hey, I guess you can do this as a thing. Jinxing me from succeeding. I don't know how I did it the first time, honestly, just because it was such a crazy... I was like, that... I just did it the first time. I was like, well, that's kind of useless of telling me, like, how well of a trick that was. But I was like, it's entirely possible it's, like, the right height for it. But, of course, the ground isn't flat and even. Good, I got more missiles. But I was like, alright, I guess you can just do that. Oh, wait, I need to check. Okay, no, I'll take a peek in here. There's an item in here. It's Power Bomb Expansion. I can tell by the rotation of that particular animation. Good, more missiles. Yeah, like, you have to have the exact right height for it. It's kind of like when I jumped over the doors to Flagara. It's very much that scenario, where you have to have just the right height to succeed. And positioning could help, I guess, but... like, it is incredibly... like, when I did it the first time, I got basically stuck on the ledge, as it were, and then rolled myself up it. So, that was really the only information I got from when I attempted it the first try. I was like, oh, okay, so it's not a perfect squeeze, but it is possible. Wait, while I'm up here, we have super missiles, and it's not like I'm running out of missiles anytime soon. What is it? More missiles? Good. Alright, moving on. Moving right along here. Got just a couple more places to check off, and then we'll look for a save room, because we are coming up on the time. I see it happening. And of course, because we did the whole ghost thing, now there's ghosts in this room, which I prefer not to have. How did I grab this item here? Where did I grab Boost Ball? I'm so confused. I didn't think I had that item. I genuinely didn't think I had that item. I know I've gone past this section. I say that, but now I'm doubting myself because there wasn't an item in that room. Yeah, okay, so I haven't been here. Just please stop attacking me so I can switch to the beam, hit the door. That's all I wanted, guys. I'm so confused. I don't remember grabbing that item there. Genuinely don't remember that. Tiny details. Alright, take a peek what's up here. If the artifact is up here, I'm going to be happy and sad at the same time. Because it's so much work to grab whatever's up there. So much work. And at this point, we are at the stage where the only thing left is grabbing the artifact. Okay, that's fine. Tells me I don't have to use another, what is it, 24 missiles? Math is difficult. There we go. Jump in the water. Grab this. Let it be. Nope. Gonna have to grab him, though. Can't leave him behind. Alright. So let's go look for a save room. Just difficult with all these elevators not being where they should be kind of deal. The question is, off the top of my head, where do I go? I have the gravity suit. We never actually went through the frigate, now that I think about it. Oh, right. We also... I've never done this before. Can I just jump my way out? Is that... Let's just... No. Missiles' lives matter. Alright. Get out of here. But that is a possibility. Not to mention phase-on mines entirely. Because we haven't realistically done anything there. Let me look. Frigate crash site. That actually takes me straight towards where the frigate is. And I know there's actually a save room in that section. So we might as well go that way. That's 2 items off the list. If it isn't there, I think we have to go into phase-on mines and look for the artifact there, which would be unfortunate, because there's so many places to check in phase-on mines. Luckily, I've got all the items to get through it, but boy oh boy, it's gonna be a long haul for that day. So we'll just mosey on through here. Don't mind me, I'm just observing the scenery. I wanted to, yes, get rid of some of that so I can just boost my way through that. Challenge accepted. Right, let my spectators do the talking for me. Clear some of these boxes, and then I guess I'm just too fat, so we'll just roll on through. It's faster to actually just jump your way through. You gain more momentum rather than just blindly walking through the weeds. Highly unfortunate. Very annoying weeds. I'm actually going to switch to Wave Beam since that'll be the name of this game here. Actually, wait, because there are turrets. I remember this. Much easier to just take them out that way. Alright, and then I don't think there's another set. I think we're okay on that. Right, say that 5 times fast. Couldn't even get once. The good news is I don't have to do this blindly. I can look for these guys. See, I knew if I fell straight through it, I'd find this one. But I never do when I'm doing it blindly. It's always super difficult. And I can see, too, when my shots have actually connected. So much easier. So much easier. More momentum. Alright. I'm gonna take this save right here. Never use this save ever. Because there's 2 upgrades. One isn't that far off, but the other is a little bit deeper, so it makes more sense just to get the both of those in one go. And then we want to look for hydro. What's with that tunnel? What's with hydro? Oh, right, that goes I think we skipped on that because that goes to the other elevator. Because we were like, oh, we should go up here. Which, I'm like, it should lead back to the rest of the ship, essentially. But where? I need to try to visualize where Phazon Mines actually is. Because I know we've seen it. I think it's in Chozo Ruins, which is great because that's going to take a while to get back to that. First time, every time. Let's see. Tree. Okay, Phazon Mines. I want to go back to Chozo Ruins, yeah. That's the easy way. That just goes through the front gate. Which would be nice, but I mean, we have to get... Actually, because that goes to Talon Overworld in the upper tree. So if I go all the way through... Where is it? Where is it? I know it's here. I know. There it is. If I go back to this room, which I will going through the frigate, I could take that one, right? Yes, I could take this upper one, since I've done the boost ball thing, and just go back. That's going to be so nice. That will actually work out well. Not the smoothest journey, but we can do that. So hopefully I remember that's where I want to go. That would be good. But that is it for this week. This has been another good session. Thanks for joining in. Always nice to have you guys around. We will hopefully next week find the last artifact we need and finish up this little randomizer with the elevators not behaving the way that they should be. Yep, always a good time with you guys. But until then, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I'll do whatever I do on a weekend. Usually involves cleaning, doing chores, a little bit of gaming and whatnot. But thanks for stopping on by, and I will see you next week. Take care, everyone.